Hey y'all, welcome back to the show. I'm Lake Haley 47.
And I am Taylor Rook's wedding planner, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
It is indeed. Thank you all for returning or for showing up for the first time. Welcome. Let's get into some blackety blackness, starting with excellence. And this week, I would just like to give it over to a wonderful soul over on Twitch that I was recently introduced to. You can go over to twitch.com/I just love puzzles. This is a beautiful black woman that she says you can call puzzles or Gma. She's a gorgeous black woman who, as the name goes, just loves puzzles. And I think Will Neff maybe rated her one day, also a Twitch king. And with raids, you never know what you're gonna get. But this time I got a gorgeous woman who looks like somebody I know, maybe somebody in my family, has an amazing spirit. She's a former comedian, and she will sit and do puzzles, sometimes 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, from the first piece to the last piece, all throughout the stream. I think right now she's getting ready for state championships. And her stream is just full of good music, good vibes, fun puzzles, motivation, inspiration, all the things that you would like to get out of a puzzle stream and a black woman and the internet.
Wow. It's like literally jigsaw puzzles. I don't know what kind of puzzles I thought she was doing, but
yeah, jigsaw puzzles.
How fun. Oh, I love that idea. And I see what you mean about she looks like somebody that I could be related to.
Yeah, she's so
just
pretty,
up here.
so sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I just love puzzles on Twitch. Shout out to you.
Yeah, so go give her a follow and some bits and subscribe.
Yeah, let your kids watch that instead of Kai Cenat and DDG and whatever the hell else.
T Grizzly. Take a break.
Just bullshit.
Alrighty, folks, let's get into this section of the show, Hot Tops, where I talk about things that are on my mind, things that are on the internet, things.
Mm-hmm.
Things like the fact that I realized yesterday that Love Island is a program that airs on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. Yep, when it's airing, it does. I think every day but Wednesday.
That's odd.
It's a lot of episodes. It's a lot of garbage.
That's odd.
Yeah. It's like a daily.
Every day but Wednesday?
Yeah.
At first I was like, okay, this is intense. Because I was like, all right, Love Island. I've watched Love Island before. And I promise you, it was a cool 12 to 14. Baked, done. Reunion, next. Right. I don't know what happened. But, you know, the girls have been worked up about Love Island. And when I get this level of energy in my atmosphere, I know niggas are involved.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't really, it's like really quick pivot off of the road. It's like when I realized Meghan Markle was black. And I spoke about this on the show. I don't have
valid.
To.
That's valid.
But I was like, there's a reason that sisters are so enamored with this wedding coming up. And then something one day I was like, oh, Sarah.
Yeah.
You got a little color up in there.
A little bit. She do. Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her mama. I was like, oh, there.
There we go. There we go.
There it is.
Yep. There it is.
God bless them. I don't know. She's just over there making quilts and star-shaped dumplings.
Oh, but where? She down the street from you. They in California somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Oh. Like, she's just, I mean, like.
Okay, I thought you thought they
just down to the internet. Oh, no, I'm not that out of the loop.
No, she on Netflix.
I remember when they packed up their shit and said, fuck y'all.
Yeah, she and somebody's
called up Oprah, Beyonce, Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Yep. Making homemade bread and, you know, whatever else her kids want. Just being cute.
So Then I took a peek over the Love Island roster and I saw the black women and I was like, well, there it is. There it is. There it is. Because those black women are, they're
Shelly and Olandria are two of the most beautiful. You mean this current season? The one that just ended? Shelly and Olandria are two of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life.
People I have ever seen.
It don't make no sense.
Life.
They are gorgeous.
In my life.
They are gorgeous. Yeah. And then they gave them that collection of white boys and two niggas to choose from.
Rough.
Short niggas at that.
Rough.
Oh, these beautiful girls. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to try to get through it. But because I started it and I saw a couple of people, I feel like those girls came out first.
Oh, yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
I saw them immediately and was like, my God.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
That's exactly what I said. I said, there's no way. There's no way the rest of you bitches are going to be able to compete with this 1-2 punch. Like, it's no way.
It's impossible. It's impossible. I would be impressed. And I think I even paused it for a second. And I was like, am I prepared to watch people get on these bitches' nerves? Like, am I prepared?
Valid.
Because I know how Love Island goes.
Right.
And I realized over the past, I don't know, somewhere in the past 8 to 10 years that I get too invested in reality sometimes.
Okay.
Like I latch on to someone who I feel like deserves the best. And I believe we're friends, I guess. And I'm like, Derek, who the fuck do you? You know what I mean? It's just like, next thing you know, I'm Peaches on a low down dirty chain. I see this nigga at Phipps, and I punch him, and I hit him.
Over somebody you've never met, mind you.
Never met them. Never met them. Don't know them. Never will.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It'd be like that sometimes.
Although I did bump into. Have you ever watched Sneaky Links?
No, I never even heard of that.
It's also on Netflix. Oh well, it's on Netflix. Love Island isn't. But it's another dating show where, you know, let's say 8 singles come in and then they start bringing in one by one the person who they have casual sex, like their fuck buddy from
home. Oh no, I see where this is
like
going.
A surprise. And they all like live in a sexy motel together.
Oh boy,
it's a mess.
Yep.
But Chloe is the host of that one. She used to be on, I don't know if she might have been on Love Island and then a couple of other dating shows. Like super strong Essex accent. Really, really adorable. Like, she was also on The Circle, season like 2. I just like her from seeing her on the show and being kind of just like a bubbly British girl on a dating show. And I bumped into her the other day at a party.
Oh, that girl. I do know her from The Circle.
Yeah. I saw her at a party. She's a host of the Sneaky Links show now. And I had to go speak to her. I just went up to her and I said, congratulations on the new job. Good for you.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love to see the ascension. And she was really sweet about that. She was like, can you come around with me all the time? If I could get this kind of positivity on a daily basis. Anyway, that was cute. I might watch Love Island because somebody on the Clock app said that it's like a soap opera. And I said, I think we were kicking, but I was like, that actually helps me digest this.
Yeah, because why else would it be on every day?
It's like stories.
Yeah.
It's just like people's stories.
Exactly, it is.
Real people.
Yeah, it's the stories for a 23-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see how I get. Because again, I feel like there's going to be one person that is going to piss off one of these new being queens. I'm going to be like, that's it for me. Let's go back to watching Criminal Minds where the whole thing is about horrible people. And then being brought to justice.
Not Criminal Minds.
You can't lock up Malik or Huda. Y'all hate her, whoever that was. Right.
You clearly haven't watched. There's a lot of reasons to feel a great deal of disdain for Huda. And she doesn't ever really redeem herself. And she got...
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
it. Doesn't... I genuinely wonder how she passed the psych eval for this show. I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh, now I have to get into it.
I do not know how she passed this. I do not know how she passed the psych eval.
I'm about to One Piece this. I'm about to One Piece.
That girl is not all the way there. I'm so for real. She is. Because I feel like I'm on like something important.
Something vital.
Something really important is missing in Huda. It is. It is. And the number of people who are like, I just relate. I'm like, oof. Now I understand.
Bitch, a couple of days ago, I saw somebody quote a tweet from, I think, Queen Naija, who said, my Huda, or something with a heart.
No.
And the person, I don't remember the exact tweet, but the person quoted her and was like, girl, we already don't like your late ass. So this really explains a lot.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that. If you're a Huda fan, you really should not even say that out loud.
I was like, shit. This must be the worst.
Yep. She's out there, man. I would love to know which psychiatrist evaluated her for this show. I want to see your license.
Well, that's what they really get you.
She's not. You gotta watch it. She's
casting and producers will be like, oh yeah, we got one.
Mm-hmm. She is right on that border.
They know exactly what they're doing.
They do.
Because I mean, if you think back to like the first season of Flavor of Love,
oh God, you'll never find such a group of people. You'll like never find.
I don't think you were allowed to be sane.
Well, reality TV in general, it's not for the well-adjusted.
That's very true.
You have to be willing to really make an ass out of yourself to be successful or popular. Usually on reality TV, that or really fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Like Ariana Madix, the host of Love Island.
Oh, right.
The most basic, boring, late-ass white woman on TV happened to be in a relationship with one of the most putrid human beings ever. And because of that, became
She was on Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, you didn't hear about Scandival?
Oh, she's that girl? Oh, wow. You know, I don't get too deep in white people business, but
you shouldn't.
But
this was crazy. That was actually, like, I got back into the show to watch that.
Damn, okay.
Basically, this girl Ariana was friends with this girl who had quite some time ago broken up with another person in the group who worked at Vanderpump.
Okay.
And they kind of like, a lot of them really felt for this girl because her ex-boyfriend was an alcoholic and was really abusive and horrible. Anyway, fast forward to the very end of the episode, they find out that girl had been sleeping with Ariana's boyfriend, Tom, and they had both been lying to her about it. Like, it was like that, like
Ariana was the trifling one. I thought she was the
Ariana was the one who got cheated on.
Oh my God. Oh, wait. Ariana got cheated on?
Ariana was the mistress. Yes.
Okay.
No, she was not the mistress.
Okay.
She got cheated on.
All right.
And because of that and how much people hate Tom Sandoval. Not Sandoval.
Not you feel like that's his name now.
Ariana got all the endorsements, all the gigs because
pretty white girl who got done wrong. Yeah, that'll do.
Even though she was like the least interesting person on the show.
And now she's the host
still
of
not
Love Island. I wondered what she did. I was like, is this girl like, was she like Miss some country? I thought, she was like some former beauty pageant queen who was.
No.
Okay, well, white people can do whatever.
A server at Pump, and then she opened a sandwich shop. And she got cheated on.
Love that. And now she's very, very rich, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know what?
Good for her. Yeah.
I was watching the Fantastic Four film, the new one that came out. I couldn't help but notice that once again they hired somebody to play one of the Storm siblings and bleached their hair and gave them blue contacts. And I want to understand the decision making there. Like, were you so in love with Joseph Quinn that you were like, we just have to throw him in anything before James Gunn and the DCU get him? It doesn't matter that he has brunette hair. It doesn't matter he doesn't have blue eyes and that Johnny Storm does. We'll bleach that hair, baby, and we'll put some blue contacts in. It's distracting. It's distracting. And contact lenses don't even make me vomit like Crissle.
Like me, yeah.
I just don't. It's ridiculous. Like, and why not just hire a blonde person with blue eyes like Vanessa Kirby? They did this in the first two Fantastic Four movies with Jessica Alba.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was obvious back then, someone was like, who's the fucking sexiest? Who cares about comic book accuracy or just who's fucking fine? Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba, very mixed. Brunette hair. They bleached that lady hair, put blue contacts in her, but that was back during like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's X-Men. They were all kind of cheesy and campy.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't that used to big superhero flicks. So I think I remember as a kid just kind of getting over it. Even though it was also distracting. Now I'm like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So this leads me to my actual question here. We know what we're getting. We know we're getting an X-Men movie. We're praying about it. And by we, I mean me. An X-Men, huge X-Men fan. What are you going to do when Storm has blue contact lenses? And will it be a deal breaker for you to watch the film?
I have, there's sometimes I just have to make concessions because y'all are going to do it. And there's nothing I can do about that. So then the question becomes like, do I really want to see this movie? I don't know anything about the Fantastic Four. I don't know what their powers are.
Oh, fuck that. I'm talking about Storm. Storm, I want to talk about Storm and the X-Men specifically. What are you going to do when they put blue contact lenses on her?
Oh, well, I actually will see that coming. I feel like I'm anticipating that. And though it makes me uncomfortable, I will deal with it anyway because it's nothing I can do about, y'all choosing to do that. And do I want to see the... like if I want to suffer through the movie that bad, like drag queens, they all wear color contacts. They just all do.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
So many, especially black women. Yeah. And it's like, girl, do I want to go to the show? Yes, I do. I want to go to the show. Do I want to go so bad that I'm going to look you right in your honey blonde mix, your fucking like, do I really want to do that? Usually, yes. Usually I want to see the talent so much that I'll suffer through the abomination that is color contacts.
And if the talent is really fierce, bitch, you'll barely get a chance to even fucking notice it because they'll be doing backflips,
literally that,
somersaults.
Or just the talent is like Shea Coulee can do whatever she wants to do. I would not be stepping to her about no damn color contacts. It'd be you regular, but you know what? It has always been, I just hate them devil eyes, but y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I don't have no control. I don't have mind control or no other kind of control over none of y'all niggas. Y'all can do whatever y'all feel like doing.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's it's not in this Fantastic Four movie because I just Googled it and I see Pedro Pascal is in it and I like him. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll go see it.
Oh, yeah. I think you might like the movie still. I'm just saying I noticed that Johnny Storm not Pedro. Joseph Quinn, who was the white boy from Stranger Things that Doja Cat slid in that other boy DMs and asked if he was single, and the boy put him on blast. The boy put Doja Cat on blast.
I remember that.
So he's doing really well. He was in A Quiet Place with Lupita. He was really good in that. He's a very good actor. And so he's Johnny Storm. Interestingly, little nerd fact, Chris Evans, Captain America, or MCU's Captain America, played Johnny Storm back when Jessica Alba was in Fantastic Four. He was the Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba way back in the 2000s. And then he got cast as Captain America.
Yes.
And so now Joseph Quinn is playing Johnny Storm. Now, Johnny and Invisible Woman, siblings, Johnny and Sue,
right?
They're typically blonde with blue eyes.
Okay, yes.
Vanessa Kirby, who's playing Invisible Woman, blonde, she's got blue eyes. Joseph Quinn, it's not. So they bleached that hair and put some blue contacts. And I'm talking about every time the light touches his face, I'm like, there's Trixie Mattel from 2000.
Oh, no, not that terrible, bright, fake swap meet blue. Please, not that.
I'm so glad.
Oh, God. I was hoping they were a subtle, natural blue. I was hoping they weren't like White Walker blue.
They look like contacts. I hate them.
So,
Like every time I saw it, I was like, why does he even like? Who cares? He could just not have blue eyes. There's some siblings that don't have the same eye color.
yeah, sure. I'm
I
sure
don't know
that's
why
true.
they did that.
I'm sure that's true. It's very strange. So is Johnny Storm Black Storm's daddy?
No, Storm's just their last name.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Storm from the X-Men.
Yes, not to be confused with Storm from the ACLU. MCU. It's too many organizations. It need to be Marvel
Just two.
and so
Just Marvel and DC.
okay. No, I fully understand everything that's happening, and I'm not at all confused.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got your Justice League with your Batman, your Superman.
Yeah.
Your Wonder Woman. They're over there in DCU. James Gunn is doing that again.
Okay.
He's just got Superman started. They're gonna get that whole thing rebooted next. So you don't gotta worry about that. Don't even worry about that.
Okay.
They just got Superman right now.
Okay.
Don't even worry about that. The rest of them, we still figuring it out.
Okay.
So right now, it's just Superman.
A Superman just came out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's just like a brand new restart to what DC is doing. Okay. So you ain't even got nothing to worry about over there.
But everything you liked it? You liked the new Superman?
The new Superman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That was good.
I think you'd enjoy it too. Because it's like
Superman.
It's not an origin story, so it doesn't really waste a lot of time.
Okay.
But it also like I don't think you'll be confused. It comes at you fast, but it's not like you don't need prior knowledge to anything.
Okay. This is so real because I do not be knowing. Last Superman I saw was Tom Holland.
No, you didn't.
Like 15 years ago. And I have not seen a single one since.
You saw Zendaya's boyfriend play Superman.
Spider-Man.
Yep, you did. There it is.
I'm like, am I crazy? Tom Holland, that's not his name? I don't do this. You know that. Why?
You're trying. I'm trying.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you though. I'm back. I'm locked in.
All that matters is that when they're like really fierce ones, I think you should see. I'm probably gonna be like, I think you should see this one, and then you might see it.
Okay,
that's it. But Storm is our queen.
Mm-hmm.
Storm is our black,
mutant
X-Men queen.
Yes,
also known to be married to Black Panther for a while. Couple goals.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know how anybody ever took them down.
But
oh no. No,
you didn't say anything wrong. That's just funny. Like, but yeah, Storm usually has blue eyes in comics.
Yeah, that's why I'm expecting it.
And although they didn't give Halle Berry context, thank God. That Fantastic Four movie that just came out makes me feel like they're gonna give the next Storm actor, they're gonna put contacts in her eyes. They're just gonna look like Black Trixie.
Well, maybe they'll do like a nice deep royal blue, something to complement Black people.
You need to consult. They should just get you on Zoom. Be like, how about it? No. Deeper.
No, because I'm going to pick a blue that's so dark it might as well be brown or black. And they're like, bitch, this defeats the purpose.
Exactly.
Lord.
Oh, speaking of movies that you should go see this movie Together with your lesbian.
Together?
Yeah. Starring Devin Franco and Allison Brie. It's a date night film.
Together. And how come when I Googled Together Devin, it was help is available, 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline? What the heck?
Somebody named Devin. Actually, that could work with the movie too. No, it couldn't. What are we talking about? There's no suicide. Is there?
Oh, Dave Franco and Allison.
Oh, I definitely said Devin Franco, and I think that's a porn star.
Oh, Christ. This is not no date movie. I could tell by how crazy these white people look on the poster. No. They look dead. What's that? No.
Oh, yeah. They're
What's under their skin? Nope, fuck that. No.
No.
No, absolutely. What are these niggas fused together? Get out my face.
It's so cunty.
You just be saying shit for the fun of it.
It's so cunty.
I don't give a fuck what it
No,
be
a part of
pure
the
pussy
marketing
on
was
this screen. I'm
like
looking at that.
a perfect date night movie. And I'm like, okay, yeah, haha. It's a body horror movie about a couple and like date night, whatever. Like, that's so silly. But when I finished watching it, I was like, I could see a couple getting a good time out of this. Like, I could see this being a cute date night movie because a lot of it, first of all, I've seen horror, body horror included.
You know it.
This one pulls some punches. I'm not going to say it's
got me
not
fucked up.
violent.
You got me.
I'm not going to say you're going to hate it. Yes. But there were some scenes where I was like, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But altogether, it does have I enjoyed what it did with just a relationship that's not necessarily like ice cold. It's just like in a tricky place. And these two people very clearly love each other and want things to work, but just little things over however long they've been together have created a distance. And then this weird thing happens and it just kind of aggressively pulls a lot to the surface. So yes, there's like horror in it, but at the end of it, I was like, oh, that was kind of a cute story about love.
Maybe for couples who have been together for a while and they both love horror or something like that, maybe. But no. Yeah. I'm not going to see that with just no, absolutely not. I'm not going to see that at all. The picture alone creeped me right the fuck out. Does it look like y'all live inside each other's skin?
You saw long legs.
And that was horrific. First of all, barely saw long legs. Saw about 53% of long legs. I was just in the room while long legs was happening. I wasn't fully tapped in because that movie was demonic as fuck. And that's not something I would do again. I can't believe I let that dyke talk me into that movie.
This is not as bad.
She was so fine. You see what I do?
Well, I think it depends. It depends on what you don't like. I know that some people have different things that really strike fear into them, or some people could like maybe deal with blood, but like hate needles. Some people could maybe deal with needles don't really bother me, but I hate like bones. Hearing bones break, or some people are just like, oh, it's like the teeth for me, or it's like anything to do with your hair getting pulled, right? Like some people, have their sensitivities. I'm just like, nom, 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 nom.
I don't like blood and I don't like violence. Anything violently happening to somebody else, stabbed, shot, otherwise bodily assaulted, I don't like to witness.
I don't like people getting shot point blank in the face or in the head.
Oh my God.
That's scary.
Oh, but just regular snipered is fine.
Yeah.
No! Not you really thought about it.
Because there's like the thought of when I'm watching something scary, I'm just like, I think I maybe put a bit of myself in their shoes.
Absolutely.
Just mentally.
Oh God, no.
Like, how scared would I be in this?
Yeah.
What would I do if this was me?
I would be shitting myself, actively shitting myself if I was in long legs. What? I wouldn't have made it past the opening credits.
Oh yeah, no. Flat out.
I'm
First
the
of all,
first to die.
Why did that little girl leave the house? You were upstairs in your comfortable, warm home.
See,
drawing or whatever. And you were like, oh, mysterious empty car I don't recognize outside the house. Let me go out into the fucking snow and look around.
Immediately, no. All of it is.
And then you hear cuckoo, and there's a man behind your house.
Nope.
Bitch, when I tell you, I wouldn't even have gone back in the house. I would have just ran in the opposite direction.
That's just the last
This
time
is why we're alive today.
Gonna be seen or heard from. Like no. You have a much, much higher tolerance for all aspects of horror than I do. I barely even like suspense. I barely can tolerate suspense. So, yeah.
You know what I don't like? I don't think I've said it before. Is fucking like disaster movies.
Huh.
Like, I was rewatching fucking
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
How did
was
I
on the
know?
other day.
How did I know? I was just thinking, well, but what about Independence Day? That's fun. Nope.
Any Roland Emmerich film, bitch, I be gone.
Wow.
There's just something so terrifying of like a global ending, like an imminent global
Mhm.
ending at once, violent
Yeah.
ending at once, that I just find, because what do you do? There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. I think I would
So
actually find a
Independence
lot
Day.
of, I would find a lot of peace and calm in that.
And the world exploding.
Yeah, because what can you do? You cannot evacuate Earth. So, you know, you just understand that 1 second you'll be here,
I'd
the
rather
next you won't.
that. In fact, I'd probably do it before the vote. Okay, let me be quiet.
Look,
What I'm saying is
going too far.
what I'm saying is that to me is way scary. Bitch, when I'm fucking those UFOs and stuff just started pulling up and just eclipsing Manhattan.
Oh yeah, come get me.
And the girl from Homegirl's job was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going up there with my poster." And I'll be like, "Hey, aliens!" Blasted that bitch off the face of the earth. That movie was scary as shit. I was watching it and I was like, "Oh yeah, this movie used to scare the fuck out of me when I was little."
Wow. No.
I love it now, but I forgot I was really scared of that movie.
Huh. No, I cannot relate. There's something about like, yeah, this chaos is what I saw coming the whole time. I think I'm looking around at the planet. I'm like, y'all are really, just in the 40 years I've been alive, y'all are really driving this thing down the goddamn drain. Like,
yeah, that's why I've joked now about like the aliens was just U-turn. I was like, I'll go somewhere else. This place,
like, oh girl, right? It's
they don't got shit
dirty over there. Take them
wood.
for what? Right?
Like, unless they need water.
Take them. They're quite stupid. Don't pick up one of them Americans, girl. Goddamn. Like, I see them being like, this is not worth the effort no more. Let's go to Mars.
Yeah. Well, Child of Destiny decided to reunite. Independent. So everyone who wasn't on Vegas for that last show, I think they've started an organization at this point. It seems like their first objective is reparation. Y'all are mad.
Oh yeah.
Like the girls did not get to see DC3. They are pistiva. Like, girl, this lady is doing a whole world tour with her kids. And these other two ladies have their own career schedule and shit to
Families,
do.
all that.
Did you honestly think all y'all bitches were gonna get this when it was not a DC3 Destiny's Child album?
Michelle is on Broadway right now. She had to take the day off.
Like,
come on, bro. Like, be for real, y'all. I keep telling y'all, the only name on that ticket is Beyonce. The only name. So you have got to adjust your expectations. Anything extra is an extra.
You bitches weren't even promised Blue.
The
fact that I got to see her in Rumi was like, oh my God.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I do. I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way. So special.
Exactly like you said. The only name on this goddamn ticket is Blue.
Right.
It's Beyonce.
And me, correct. That's right. We're honoring our new Supreme.
Just finished her first world tour. Oh, she knows.
I'm obsessed with that little girl. Oh my God.
She's doing such a great job.
I can't imagine having a mother that proud of you. Oh.
Yeah.
That too. But yes, she definitely it's like this confidence from a 13-year-old.
13.
She absolutely knows who she is, and she is being supported fully in that by the people around her. It's really beautiful to witness.
It's so beautiful to see. Even little Rumi. Costume.
Let me tell you something about Rumi. She has completely taken over my For You on TikTok. It's nothing but Rumi edits. And it's always like, Rumi come out here and it's just, mind you, she is doing all this for Protector. Like, she came out here throwing cowboy hats, twirling a lasso, TikTok dances and shit. It's like, all of this is for the fucking sweet ass lullaby about how beautiful it is to raise a child and guide them to adulthood. And Ruby is just like, yeah, I came to turn it the fuck up. Like, it's not my fault she won't let me. I asked to come out during America Has a Problem. She said no. So.
Right. So here it is.
Yes. And I've been seeing a lot of videos of like Blue 2 years ago at Renaissance versus Blue now. And, you know, growth and all that aside, the fact that she looked so much more like a baby, like you were really reminded that this is an adolescent.
Yeah, they grow up fast.
Very
like,
fast.
In this little age, yeah,
Yes.
they shoot up.
It's just, oh my God, it's just so.
Because, yeah, I remember she was so tiny.
Right. And
it wasn't long ago.
And now she's taller than everybody, including her mom.
Everybody.
And she's out there, like, literally performed every single stop at this tour. And now what? You just finna go back to school? You just finna go to 8th grade?
How do you do that?
Be like, everybody knows what I did this summer. We can skip that. Y'all know what I did. You liked it on Instagram. So what did y'all do? Cape Cod? Or you went to the beach? Anyway, yes, Beyonce pissed off everybody who was not in Vegas for night 2 by bringing out Kelly and Michelle. Yes, the fuck they did. Looked good, sounded good. Just, oh man.
I loved seeing the clip of Kelly telling people to shut up.
Oh yeah,
when they did the Mute Challenge.
Because how y'all still don't know, man? Come the fuck on, bro.
But she did it in such a cute older cousin way. Like she did it and then smiled and winked.
Yeah.
Like she, in her heart, meant shut up.
Right. But she was like, let me soften it up.
Yeah, but she softened it up like, I'm Kelly.
But for real, shut up, because how you been
But shut the fuck up. Like, are you okay?
Y'all went through all 56 dates of Renaissance and then all of the dates. How do y'all still not know that you're supposed to shut the fuck up on that part? Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
that was frustrating.
They really looked incredible. And I did feel a twinge of jealousy. I have better control over myself than to actually cuss Beyonce out for that. But I definitely did. Yeah, I get it. I do. I mean, the same for like Shabuzi and any of the other fucking Atlanta getting Jay-Z, like Paris getting Miley. Right. It's always going to be.
That's you go to certain cities sometimes and it's like, oh, Kendrick's in town. He can or he's gonna be in such and such. We can get like, you kind of make use of what you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, if I did this, I would. If I felt this way, I'd hate the entire city of Paris. Not even just behind Beyonce, but I feel like behind every performing artist. Because they go to Paris and give birth.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, well, I agree. I mean, fuck us. I mean, if we're looking at it as like a like nation by nation, who deserves what?
Yeah. Everybody.
And I figured Vegas would get something special anyway.
I mean, yeah, it was the end of the tour. You could really, though, if you wanted to be delusional about it, you could kind of come up with a justification for why any city at any date could deserve something special. And a lot of you are already plotting on Act 3, which is very smart. However, y'all, you don't have to try to make it to every city in this tour. Like, I feel like some of you are...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Some of you are really... You're like, oh, but what if I go to Atlanta night 3 and it's actually Atlanta night 2? Like, you don't have that much control over it, baby. Just pick your city, buy your tickets, and hope for the best, knowing that you're going to get one hell of a show.
And imagine if I told you that you would be fine regardless.
Without your change.org petition.
Why did I see somebody? I saw a tweet from somebody talking about them reuniting on stage, and it says something like, "Nobody under 25 gives a fuck."
Don't they?
And I said, "Who cares?" First of all, but secondly, like, imagine what people over 25 give a fuck about.
Do people under 25 have the money to buy tickets?
What are you? Some people just say stuff.
Yeah, y'all do.
Like, some people just say shit.
I saw a post on Threads that said Beyonce is like, she is just so much of that bitch that she could put Act 3 tickets on sale right now with no album.
That's true.
Just to do like a mic, just to have a mic drop moment. Because watch that tour go to 90% sold out without any music. That's the sort of artist she is. That is the reputation that she's developed for herself. That is the resume she has curated. Like, and I couldn't even argue. I saw that post and I was like, I literally, bitch, music unheard would buy that ticket in a heartbeat.
It's without question. Without question. And people could say whatever the fuck they want to, but it's like, you know, you'll buy that ticket and go to whatever the fuck it is.
I know I'm going. I'm
like
going.
that. Exactly what she said. Like, she's created a reputation for herself, not just as like a musician, but as a live performer. If you've been to her shows, any one of her shows in the past like decade plus, you know you're eating and you're leaving full. You're leaving full. So you're 1000% right, or whoever said that. That like I would have to agree. If that lady was like, tickets on sale Friday, I'm buying it. I don't give a fuck.
Tickets for what? We don't know, but we're going.
It could be the Wiggles cover.
You think I won't be there, bitch? For real.
Showing up. Who also will hopefully be buying their lover tickets is Deion Sanders. I'm sure Karuchi is a big fan. A lot of the ladies are. What? Oh, yeah. I read today that college football coach, former NFL superstar, Deion Sanders, is currently, well, I'll start with the more pressing thing. He's relatively, or beat cancer?
Yes, I think
he had cancer.
Yes.
And had his bladder removed, went through a whole bunch of treatment and stuff like that for it. Seems like he's getting better. Also read that his sons found out about it during a press conference. That's weird. But
yikes.
Karuchi Tran, actress, model, and former girlfriend of another person, is apparently his new girly friend. And she's even shown in some footage of him in the hospital, sitting by his hospital bed and being a girlfriend. So that's happening. In case you were interested, she's dating another football player. Well,
come on, please.
Football player.
Well, I was really
He's 20 years old.
I know. I looked it up as soon as
anybody was Googling.
Because she's 37, he's 57. I was trying to figure out if she was closer to his age or his kid's age. It's technically his kids.
Probably his kids.
It is. His kids, Shador's 23. But, she's also 37. So I'm not finna sit here and pick apart what a 37-year-old woman do with her pussy. It just don't.
I completely agree.
Look right. But then you think about how much money Deion Sanders has, and it starts to look a lot more right.
That's pretty much the exact same opinion I had. I was like, she my age, so it's not like gross.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, picking apart the ethics or morals here.
Right.
But he almost 60. She's 37.
Hey,
he's still very handsome. She's beautiful. It's not like, But 20-year age gap is it raises eyebrows, I think, regardless.
Yep, I think it would. But
who we're talking about.
Karuchi is really grown. Like 37 is 40.
That's what I'm saying. 37 is 40.
Right. So it is, less of a concern than it would be. Because for some reason in my mind, at first I was like, what is Karuchi, like 26? And I'm like, no, that cannot be. So I had to look it up to decide how disgusted I was going to be. And I decided to let it go. Money makes all sorts of situations make way more sense. Like, do you expect me to believe that these two just met and genuinely fell in love? I mean, you can ask me to believe that. I won't, but but you can ask. You can assume it if you want to. I just don't. No, I absolutely think him being Deion fucking Sanders has a lot to do with it.
And being surrounded by countless luxurious things.
Yes, right. And whatever she wants, needs, hearts, desires, I'm sure that's never an issue for her. So yeah, if anything, it was just like, whoa, what the fuck is this? When did this happen? You know, as far as I know, they haven't.
She was just trying to leave the club.
And that nigga stalked her on the sidewalk. Yes.
Knowing the paparazzi was there taking pictures. That was so
doing
scary.
It for that reason. Doing it for that girl had to get a restraining order. Christopher would not leave her alone.
It was funny because the picture was really funny, but it was also like, girl, are you okay? Like,
yeah.
The way he was, anyways, I'll take Dion.
Yeah, I'll take Dion. Don't hit her. Be nice to her.
Have you seen Sidney Sweeney's American Eagle Outfitters ad? Have you seen Doja Cat's response? Yes.
I actually saw Doja's response first.
Okay.
And then I went and watched the ad and I was like, oh, okay. Well, it just seems like if there was maybe one non-white person in the room, this maybe wouldn't have happened. But I know how y'all
I'd be surprised if it was meant to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I think American Eagle's stock just went up like 10% or something. I think that's what I just saw on CNBC. They were like, yeah, the ad did exactly what it was supposed to do. The racists were like, oh, we are locked in. Yeah.
This was about as stealthy as that fucking Kendall Jenner Pepsi.
Oh, Christ. That,
just give a cop a code.
That I actually believed Kendall was so far removed from what life is actually like that she thought she was doing a good thing. Sidney Sweeney.
You don't think that about Sidney Sweeney?
No, I think Sidney Sweeney is just like the girlfriend off of Get Out. She wants you to think she's innocent and cute and all this, but underneath, that bitch knows exactly what she's doing. I do think so. Her mama and her mama's birthday party a few years back, and somebody there was in the MAGA. Her family's openly conservative. It was somebody in a MAGA hat at her mama's birthday party. And so when people said something about it, she was like, you guys, like, it's literally just a party, love to everybody, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I started looking at you funny then, but we are not our parents. So I was like, let me not hold that against her. But it's always little things with Sidney Sweeney, selling soap with your bath water in it. And now there's Sidney Sweeney has great genes. I'm blue-eyed. And like, okay, it just seems strange, girl. Oh, yeah. So now I'm like, after this American Eagle ad, I'm fully
on. She sold soap with her bath water in it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I hope I'm not mixing her up with some other white woman. Sidney Sweeney soap. It came right up. Yes. Collaborated with Dr. Squatch to release a men's soap called Bathwater Bliss, which includes a touch of her actual bathwater. Yep. She did do that. It probably sold right out. A body wash.
Oh my God.
Her actual bathwater. Mind you, this could just be water from her tub, and she never actually got in that bitch. And y'all would still buy it. Like,
I would.
Men are aggressively stupid.
I would prefer that.
Oh, realistically, absolutely. Like, it just, you're really.
Why would I want to bathe myself with a bar of? But you know what, y'all nasty anyway. Like, as long as you buying soap, I think that's a weird.
I don't want a soap with somebody else's skin flakes in it. Like, just no.
Why would I want that? Why would I want that?
I'm supposed to feel clean, but that's why she's selling it to men, because only men are dumb enough to buy that.
I actually have always hated the term drink your bathwater.
Same.
Just the thought of it.
It makes me retch. Same with drinking tears. Ugh.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Hate that. Gross. Get out of my face with that. Yeah. I've always hated it.
Here's the ad.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sidney Sweeney has.
Yeah. That's it.
Here's Doja Cat.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Okay.
Somebody on Rise of Snitch said this is why I don't like her.
Not Doja. You know what? Yes, actually, T, I'm for that. It's time to start calling biracial people white. Same way we call them black. Y'all are both, goddamn it. Like you love to remind us. Yeah, Sidney Sweeney and American Eagle are getting dragged pretty thoroughly. It's happening on all the apps.
The funny thing about Doja's interpretation about it too is the unexpected dumbass hick accent, because she could have just tried to emulate Sydney's actual voice and made it funny.
Yeah.
Because Sydney's voice in the ad is so jeans are passed down from every corner.
Personality. My eyes are blue. Okay.
Like, imagine trying to break down biology or something, but also sound like a Playboy bunny. It's just horrible. So that foghorn, leghorn accent caught me so off guard that I didn't.
Yeah, it was actually Doja's video that made me finally break down and watch it, because I was like, whatever Sidney Sweeney did, I don't actually give a shit. But then Doja making fun of it, I said, fine, let me go watch it. And then finding out it was so short, I'm like, oh, girl. But it was.
Yeah. I mean, she did like 5 of them.
I rolled my eyes.
I think she speaks
bad. I rolled my eyes real hard, and then I just
sucks.
added that to my list of things. Where I was like, you know, you are the girlfriend off of Get Out. I really do.
I see it now.
Believe it. Yep. I'm gonna keep.
I promise you, I haven't paid no. I feel like I don't. I really haven't been in the loop with anything Sidney Sweeney related since the last season of Euphoria and seeing her on a couple red carpets.
Right.
So I didn't know none of that. So when you said that, I just I gagged for a second. Not that I hold her close to my heart, but like I didn't know that the girlies were just wearing the redhead. But I can't say I'm gagged.
Yeah. Who's really shocked?
The water soap is wild. You know what I watched for the first time in my life this week?
I couldn't possibly guess.
South Park.
What? You've never seen South Park? How did you make it through the 2000s without watching South Park?
Just fine. Like,
it was everywhere.
It sure was.
Okay, so you were just like, fuck
So
it.
I would go to school and hear, oh my God, they killed Kenny. And all of the fucking quotes from it. When the movie came out, I would hear all the quotes from the movie nonstop. And I just remember I think by hearing other kids talk about it, I thought, oh, this is not for me. It was just the toilet humor is not my thing.
Same.
There's a lot of that. But I watched it this week for the first time because 2 reasons. One, I read that they were kind of shitting on Paramount. And 2,
okay,
I read that they absolutely destroyed Donald Trump. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and watch it. Yeah, they do shade Paramount quite a bit. You know, they make really sarcastic jokes. And Donald Trump is depicted throughout the episode. I wish it felt like him. It felt like him with Cartman's voice. It didn't, when it got to the part with him being in the Oval Office and like milling around the White House and shit, I was like, well, this part just feels like real life. It kind of, and then he chastises the painter for making a portrait of him, but the penis is too small. And the painter is like, well, that's the way the photo looked. So, and he's like, no, make it bigger. No, you're all fired. I'm suing all of you. And then he goes to get in bed and he takes off his clothes and his little penis matches the painting.
Oh my God.
And then he gets in bed.
South Park is a mess.
He gets in bed next to Satan.
Yeah, they love.
He's like, oh, come on. Yeah, I know Satan's been a big part.
They love doing stuff with Satan on that show.
Like, in fact, I don't remember if this was in the movie, but I know I remembered a reference of something from it that I only caught from hearing about it as a kid. There's a part where Trump gets back in bed with Satan and he's trying to he keeps trying to talk him into having sex. Like, oh, come on, Satan. And Satan's like, well, no, everyone's saying that you're on the Epstein files. But every time you bring it up, you just say that it doesn't matter or something like that or whatever. He just keeps trying to talk to him. And at one point, Satan goes, you remind me of another guy I dated. You guys were a lot alike. A lot alike. And at first I was like, I guess this is a gay joke. And I was like, oh, wait, no, he's talking about Hitler. Didn't he date Hitler on South Park once?
Oh.
In the movie or something?
Oh, my God.
I didn't Google it to see if I was right.
I think he did.
Pretty sure.
I mean, it was a long time ago, but yeah, I think so.
Anyway, I watched the full episode of it, and it was the first time I've watched the full episode of South Park. It's still not for me. I didn't, when it was finished, I said another two things. One, if I was a white boy, ages 14 to 18, 19, that would have been the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
And I would watch this whole series right now.
Yep.
I'm not. I've never been. So it isn't. It never would have been. That's one. Two, I'm still pleased with the outcome because I'm sure that if and when Donald Trump sees this, he will be livid.
Oh, yeah.
This is the type of thing that will bother him severely. And that's hilarious.
Yes.
That's funnier than anything in the episode,
It is.
honestly.
It is.
I will also say that I did scream laugh twice. But both of those times I asked myself, as I usually do when something's that funny, why? And it wasn't because they were funny. It was because they were both really, really profane and unexpected.
Okay. Which that sounds like South Park.
I was like, so Colbert got canceled. There was one, I'm going to repeat it.
Okay.
There's one part where it's not Cartman. What's the other one who wears the blue hat? It doesn't matter. The one who wears the blue hat. That's not Cartman. Whatever. His dad. Stan. Jesus comes to school.
Oh, Lord.
The principal or whatever is like, oh, we need to change, and we're introducing our Holy Savior, Jesus Christ. Actual Jesus comes to school and starts hanging out in school. And so Stan is like, girl, I don't think you could do that. I think it's illegal. So he tells his dad. So then dad is like, well, I'm getting the president involved. So he goes down to the bar and says, what happens. And everybody in the bar gets all rowdy. And one guy who looks like he's very clearly MAGA. I wonder if anyways, one guy is this redhead guy who's very clearly MAGA. He goes, well, I voted for the president so he'd get rid of all of the woke stuff. But now that retarded fag is just putting all this money in his own pockets. I was like, Crystal, I screamed so loud. I was like, holy shit.
Because that is exactly how Trump supporters talk.
And I was like, okay, I get that's how they talk. And also bitch, clearly you need all the woke you can get.
So bad.
But
you need a
the reason I laughed so hard is because it caught me off guard how vulgar it was, even though I know it's a vulgar show.
But you had never seen it. You didn't know how they could come get you. Yeah, there's lots of moments like that.
The other Cartman finds out that Trump canceled NPR. It was his favorite show because it's the show where all the liberals go to bitch and whine about stuff. And so he's been crying. I think he got a shirt he made a shirt that said woke is dead. And he was depressed because he couldn't listen to NPR anymore. And so he starts talking to Butters and he's like, Butters, there's nothing left to live for. I've done it all. I've seen it all. I met Butters is like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm gonna kill myself. And you. It's like, bitch, I yelled. I yelled so loud because I was like, it was just like, it was so fucked up. But I also just didn't see those jokes coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I laughed. I couldn't help but and then he actually did go try to do it, but he couldn't. He tried to he tried to kill himself using the fumes from his dad's car or from Stan's dad's car or something. No, Butters, one of the parents' car. He locked himself in the garage and tried to use the car to do it and convinced Butters to get in the car and sit there and die with him. And then in another scene, they find out the dad says something about his car's an electric car. And then they end the car with him sitting there like, it's taking a minute. He's like, yeah, that's fine. It was gonna be hey, girl.
Oh my God. Y'all are so damn dumb.
Those two things really did get me. Not enough to continue watching.
Yeah, no. It's
I was like, well, I laughed because I was shocked, not because it was funny.
Well,
I guess
it can be a little bit of both.
a little bit of both.
It can be a little bit of both.
But yeah, I was like, well, look at me. I watched South Park. I've watched South Park. The toilet humor. There was even a really funny Chat GPT joke that could have been a great cut into another scene, but they ended it with a fart.
Yeah, there's always vomiting and peeing, stuff like that. But I haven't watched South Park or anything related to it since Team America World Police. So that was a cool 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what them white boys is doing over there.
Yeah. Their work, I guess. I don't know.
I can't actually believe it's still on. 27 seasons of South Park is crazy.
Right. That's why it's kind of like the end beat where Jesus is kind of like, just be quiet. I cut a deal so we wouldn't get canceled. No, I have to be here. Do you want to be like Colbert? Sure. That was so funny to me. It's like, okay, so y'all went and did some more voiceover or something like that.
Yeah, y'all added that in at the last minute. Yep.
But it's also like, girl, if you do get chopped, then okay. This show been on since I had homeroom.
Yeah.
Like it's like
right.
You would have been fine.
You've done more than enough. We've had plenty of South Park to carry us through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've also had plenty of South Park from what I can say, if anyone ever asked, that it made me laugh. Not once, 2 times.
That's all right.
In my life.
Okay.
That's going to be it for the Hot Tops this week. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to read your letters. We're back. It is time for letters of the listener variety.
Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. We do have an update this week from Mrs. Heated. If you'll remember, Mrs. Heated was tired of you niggas going through her husband trying to ask, could y'all stay at the house to see Beyonce? Because the answer is fucking no.
Oh, yeah.
And we told her she needed to talk to her husband about that. And so she wrote back and said, OMG, y'all, I screamed when I heard my letter and y'all clocked my husband perfectly. Kid Fury, I am exhausted, mainly because President Carrot's administration has caused my university department to lose a significant amount of funding. I now have to adjust my part of my family's income to match regular teacher pay instead of the stipends I was receiving as a PhD student and teacher. God damn it. I've also had this nigga, okay, anyway, it's so bad. I've also had to consider changing the research focus for my dissertation to avoid losing future funding. Luckily, I'm still in the pre-planning stage. Unfortunately, my entire doctoral journey will take place during this fuck's term, but I digress. My husband is the middle child who lost his older brother last year, and that brother was more like me. Also, you are so right about my family. Them niggas know to ask my sister and not to come to my house without calling. After I heard y'all, I told my husband how I felt, and he was so shocked that I didn't like his cousin. I had examples of all the times I was disrespected because I never forget that shit. My husband is a great listener thanks to his Black woman therapist, and he also dislikes that some people think they can get free lodging and has agreed to be more vocal about it since it's often some distant relative of his. Lastly, he admitted that because I can be so petty without being ratchet, it's just easier to let me be the fall guy, a thing that I do not mind. I suppose that's because I'm the oldest and a huge protector by nature. Thank you for all that you do. The 20 questions with the topics need to come up again. Love y'all and keep sharing the love and laughs. Warmest regards, Mrs. Heated.
Wait a minute. He said because she know how to be petty without being ratchet.
Yeah.
He likes to like
let her do it.
Why don't you then take notes and practice, bitch?
You don't have to. He's always had an older brother to do it, and now he got a wife to do it. So he's like, I don't have to speak up for
That
myself.
makes
Never. But he listened to his wife. She said, I'm not happy or comfortable with this. And so now that he understands what it means to you, he's going to adjust moving forward, which is all we can ask for. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen for your man having a therapist and acting like an adult. I'm glad to hear it worked out. Best of luck to the two of you. Our first letter this week comes from Tracy, who says, I'm 44 years old and I've been dating a 48-year-old man for the last 10 years off and on. We both have been married and divorced before. I'm not looking to marry again, did it once and it's not for me. However, being in a long-term relationship has its perks. For the most part, he's a catch. He has a stable career, a degree, loves and cares for his children, and is attractive. The issue I'm having is the emotional availability that he lacks. Of course. We have been through ups and downs, hence the off and on comment mentioned earlier, and our last breakup lasted 8 months. Anytime we broke up, it was his doing, but this last chapter of our relationship was me ending things. The first straw was when I asked for Cowboy Carter tickets for my birthday, which came and went. I asked him what happened to the tickets, and he said he looked into it but couldn't afford it. I don't shame him for that, but the fact that I had to inquire after my birthday was an issue. The last straw was on Mother's Day, which is a week after my birthday. I asked for flowers from this man who, mind you, has 50-11 plants in his house, but he couldn't get flowers for his woman. As I mentioned, we have been in each other's lives for a decade, and we have had an impact on each other's children. My child acknowledges him on Father's Day and vice versa. Not receiving flowers after not getting anything on my birthday after 10 years of being together is hurtful to say the least. I decided to end things about 2 weeks after that, but we have a cycle where we don't leave each other alone. He breaks it off, calls me later, and then we're back on again. I reached out after I broke up with him to talk logically about my emotions, and I told him that if there's anything lingering, we should hold space and talk later because the pattern shows we don't stop fucking with each other literally or in any other way. To be clear, there are feelings in this thing that go deeper than material and physical, but the disrespect that I have been shown is something I can't ignore. I'm a well-educated woman and I should know better, but my stupid heart always bleeds for this nigga. I have been in therapy for 5 years. I've been in therapy for 5 years and I have severe anxiety, which I've been able to manage with talk therapy and weed. Okay.
Well, real.
My therapist has been supportive, but this last session, she annoyed me when she mentioned that our relationship is not grounded in spirituality or marriage, which will allow one or both of us to leave at a whim. I started looking to better help after that because I have been clear that marriage is not for me.
Goddamn right. Okay.
And having a commitment doesn't equate marriage to me. I love you both so much. I've been a fan of Kid Fury since the Peach Wall, and Crissle has inspired me to pursue further education. I would love some advice from y'all regarding the pattern that he and I go through. As I said, I love him and he loves me back, which is cute, but the bullshit stinks. Thanks, Tracy.
I love she said, and that's cute.
Mm-hmm. However.
It is cute. However.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that you are wrong in the way that you're feeling or out of place in the way that you're feeling. When you say he can afford the concert tickets, I was like, well, concert tickets can be pricey. Maybe he's like, I want to get her really good seats. I can afford. But Mother's Day flowers, my nigga?
Like, and you acknowledge her son on Father's Day, but you couldn't get her a flower?
I'm lost. But yeah, that's the thing that you can't really. A lot like Baby Girl Before You, having to sort of raise her man to have conversations with his family. This nigga needs some raising as well, and that's not your job. And I'm actually happy to hear that you have acknowledged that and are placing boundaries. To me, again, then, I guess there would be the question of the nature of the relationship, the pattern that you guys have, the cycle that you guys have of going back and forth with each other when it doesn't seem like there's anything there. You said you're 44, he's 48 now. It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would try to figure out what my alternatives would be in place of whatever it is that causes me to reconnect with him again.
Hmm.
Do I need a rose? Do I need a book club? Do I need a vacation? Something. Because I think it's easy to fall back into situations, not even just because of your heart, but also because of comfort and habit and stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's very
I guess
true.
I would try to figure out ways to practice self restraint.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Self-soothing, self-care.
Giving yourself something. It's something that's missing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, well, I see a few sort of red flags here, off and on for 10 years, and it's always been up to him whether y'all are on, is a
Yeah.
sign of low self-esteem. Unfortunately, I think he did not bother with the Cowboy Carter tickets or the flowers because he's trying to let you know that he's not attached to you that way. And y'all might be fucking off and on for the past decade, but that don't mean he wants you to feel like you are his woman.
That's so true.
Cause like it's like he acknowledges your child. This blew my mind. He acknowledges your child on Father's Day, and your child acknowledges him as some sort of stepfather type person. Yet he does not. You didn't have to get floor seats to the Sweet Honey Bucking Pit. Like, you know, there's tickets to Cowboy Carter for $100 or $200. Now that might still be out of the budget, understandable. But flowers for Mother's Day, a week after your birthday, and it was just crickets. This man don't. It's just hard for me to believe that this man actually wants a genuine connection with you. Like you said, the issue we're having is the emotional availability that he lacks. You're going to have to be the one. And you said it. You've been in therapy for the past 5 years. So the only one who's changed is you. He's going to keep going in this same pattern. It's gonna have to be up to you to break the pattern because this nigga, you didn't say he's also been in therapy for the past 5 years and things are changing. He's still up to his regular shit. But I say all that, but it is also clear to me that the therapy's working. Like you broke up with him this time. So you are starting to develop that sense of self-worth and look around like, you know, what the fuck actually is this going on? And it could be that you just, there's some part of you that feels like this is good enough or that it's not realistic that you'll find something much better than this. And that can be hard stuff to grapple with because you're not always wrong. And you're not always wrong, especially about like what else is out there. You're not always wrong about that. But something you will have to learn is that that's not good enough.
Yeah.
So as far as this pattern that y'all are in, some advice regarding it, you're going to have to be the one to stand up. Reaching out to him afterwards and being like, let's talk logically about my emotions. He don't give a fuck about your emotions, baby girl. That man will go through whatever conversation he needs to go through with you to get you to take your panties off again, and y'all will end up right back in the same situation.
Facts.
So it does take time to grow up and change, and it, you know, don't beat yourself up if you're finding it hard to break out of this pattern, but it can't get much more clear than not even getting you a $10 bouquet of flowers out the grocery store for Mother's Day. Like,
my nigga.
that's really insane. That's for a nigga. How you
can
acknowledge
get flowers at traffic intersections on Mother's Day.
Yes,
bitch.
niggas are selling them in the street. Like you have to want to send the message of I don't give a fuck how you feel to not get some flowers. Yes.
1,000.
I'm so sorry, girl.
I think Crissle hit the nail on the head with this person not only being emotionally unavailable, being completely uninvested.
Mm-hmm.
In you as a person or as a partner. You are comfortable when you're comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You are reliable.
Flowers, my nigga. If she was like, I demand Mylar balloons, all gold. Even then,
Take
just
me
take her ass
to
out. But like, some flowers?
Flowers. You're serious? But you'll post my son on Father's Day? What?
I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, when you remember that this nigga don't actually give a fuck about your emotions, you become a lot less confused. It's going to be so good for you to break free of this nigga. You don't even know it. Once you actually break free of this man and find somebody who wants to pour into you, your entire romantic life will open up.
He could have even been really cheap.
Come on.
/ fierce.
This is never good.
And picked them.
Oh. You know, you got to pick them from a green.
Tell me that a dyke you don't really love. Actually pick some nice flowers.
Nice ones, yes. Not dandelions and shit off
not
the side
just
of
little
the
shit
highway.
off. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like actual nice flowers from
Yeah.
someplace.
Okay.
And pick like 12, 20 of them bitches. And I didn't.
That would be beautiful. That would be yes.
And you
very
did
sweet.
Flowers.
Meanwhile, dykes bring me flowers on first dates. You had to ask this man. You had to ask this man for flowers on Mother's Day 10 years deep. Dykes volunteer flowers the first time they meet you.
That's crazy.
Oh man, sister.
If my dad, I feel like even to this day, if my dad doesn't buy my mom a gift for Mother's Day, he'll like watch a movie together. Like he'll just make time for her.
Yeah.
But they've been married forever.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So, but just being like, oh, you wanted flowers while you're sitting in a fucking like nursery. Because she said he has plants all over his house.
And it's Mother's Day on top of that. Like flowers is the number one thing that get bought.
Like, do you want me to feel bad?
Yes. Yes.
He
wants to be so clear in those behaviors so you can't ever act like he was trying to make you think that y'all was really going to be together. Like he's making it clear what he's here for. So
I agree.
You going to have to be the one to bust out of that pattern. This man is happy with things the way they are. So good. It's easier said than done, but best of luck. And another thing I'll say, it's a red flag for your partner / the parent of your child to say, well, you're not my mama, so I'm not getting you nothing for Mother's Day. Or you're not my father, so I'm not getting you nothing for Father's Day. If that person is an active parent and your partner, but more importantly, an active parent, you are supposed to do something for them for Mother's / Father's Day, especially if you know they give a fuck about that. Everybody don't. But the people who do, you care so much about Mother's Day, and you've had 3 of this nigga's big-headed children, and he keeps saying shit like, well, you're not my mama.
And honestly, that's gotta be some of the most remedial shit I've heard. My God,
red flag, nigga. I'm your children's mother.
People
I'm your children's mother
did not birth me, I say Happy Mother's Day to? Do you know how many people I don't have children with, which is all of them, who I say Happy Mother's to? Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day to, because they're mothers or fathers. Sometimes I jokingly say Happy Mother's Day to people like Crissle because they parent a dog. Like, so what kind of excuse is it to be like, oh, well, you're not my mama? What?
Okay, well,
I say Happy Mother's Day to my grandma because she's my mama's mama.
I say it to every mother in my life because they're mothers.
Right. Mother's Day.
I can't imagine having a partner, having this person create children with me or raise children with me and then being like, well, you're not my mama. You're not my daddy. I'm here every day parenting your fucking kid, bro. You not gonna help that 3, 6, and 10-year-old put together some shitty little frozen breakfast for me?
Imagine if we went over to your goddamn mama, your mama's.
No. I don't like that.
These kids, they grandma. Imagine we go over to your goddamn mama's funky ass house while they all there watching Matlock on Mother's Day. And I walk in that house and see my motherfucking ass down and don't say nothing to this bitch. She'll think I'm rude. You gonna have a problem with me? All this other stuff. And that's before I look at her scoff and say, you ain't my damn mama.
Right. And that's before I add insult to injury. And
what is wrong with niggas?
Most of them niggas be the same ones who'll have a fit if you don't do something for Father's Day.
Exactly.
Even though most mothers do way more work in the home and with the kids than fathers do.
I was just about to say, let Father's Day come come home, and you on the couch watching Huda and Malik. And look at this nigga eats him up and down and go, continue eating your goddamn your harvest chips and shit. Bitch.
Ain't no Father's Day dinner, bitches. Hot dogs in the icebox. What you want? I thought, you not my daddy. Yeah, let him come home and you don't have $2,000 and a pair of shoes for him, a watch, some cologne, a little shitty card from your kid.
I don't understand.
Just saying, not necessarily reason to break up, but I consider that a red flag. Good luck to you though, Tracy. Our last letter comes from Bubbles, who says, "Hi, Kid, Fury and Crissle. I'm one of 3 girls, and I have a very unique relationship with both of my sisters. But recently, I find myself retreating from saying how I really feel about my little sister's love life. She's 22.
The youngest. Never mind.
No, I think this is the middle child.
Okay, well, Bubbles is the youngest.
Oh, well, this person just picked a word.
Yeah, maybe they just like Bubbles.
Okay, she's 22 years old and is in a relationship with a 41-year-old man that she's only known since January. When she first started dating him, she kept all the details from me besides the fact that she's seeing someone, which is odd for her, and I didn't press the issue because she is entitled to her privacy. But they moved in together 1 month after knowing each other, and I have been in mental turmoil ever since. Now she's mentioning marriage in almost every conversation regarding the 2 of them. He has 3 kids that are closer to her age than he is, and 2 failed marriages, one of which just recently ended. My worry is that since my sister is so excited about the relationship and the fact that she no longer has to live with my mom, she will do anything to maintain this and waste her energy and early 20s on him. What should I do? Because I don't want to cause an issue with my sister, but I still think she deserves better. Thanks for your help, Bubbles." Damn, this is Karuchian. Never mind. No, it's not that bad. Woo.
What do you do? I find in these situations it's best to just kind of, if you feel, what's the word? If you feel obligated to speak up, like for their like, I want and done it. And I try to be very non-judgmental, very clear, and as soft as possible in the way that I do that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you can hopefully understand where it's coming from. But past that, you gotta just let people do, because like, I think like the more that you try and pry your sister away from this person, the more she's gonna be like, "Oh, fuck you," and then not communicate with you about certain things. It's just, I think it's kind of sometimes the safer route to be present and super observant.
I see what you mean.
Super observant. Because I can't remember the saying. There's like a really like Kanti phrase for this, but it's basically just that like, she gonna pick him. Like,
yeah. She is.
If it's between whatever the fuck you're talking about and the nigga, she's gonna pick the nigga.
Yeah.
You keep that in mind. Enjoy your best.
Yes. What 22-year-olds tend to not understand is that a 41-year-old man who's interested in you is whack. Oh my God, that nigga's deeply lame. Something is so wrong.
They have to learn.
But at what cost? Because so many of y'all end up having them niggas kids. So now you part of the, not problem, but now you really stuck with this man, attached to this man in a way that, 28-year-old you is like, what the fuck was I thinking? But 22-year-old you done made them the choice. I'll say. I'm trying not to be judgmental by being like, oh my God, what a horrific mistake. But
I was just going to say, shout out to like cool cousins. I feel like you've even said how like when you were younger, you had older girls in your family.
Oh yeah.
Like if a nigga said
absolutely.
That nigga ain't shit.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you can like put an imprint on young people when they're, in their preteens, teens and stuff like that. But when you get to a certain point and they meet this person, it can be harder to get through.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also difficult to watch or to witness.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have to say something, but I would be very cautious on how I lay it out so you understand exactly the point.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't take it as me just trying to break you up for your nigga. It's like, girl.
Not this nigga.
This person. He sucks.
He sucks, girl. And you've only known him since January. Marriage? It's quite insane you even share a home with this man.
Y'all were both 40. I would say married who? You so
yeah, this fast, it's a bad idea. He is, well, I can only get the most charitable thing I can say about this man is that maybe he's looking for a mother for them children, like somebody to come in and be there on a day-to-day basis, or weekends or whatever.
Old mother.
It don't matter.
2025.
You think that man is making good decisions? He's just looking for somebody else to be there to help out with them kids. That is the most charitable thing I can think of regarding this person.
I'll fuck around and just assume that this bitch accidentally put Tito's in a baby bottle or some shit, like washing baddies and just picked up the wrong thing. But that's me.
Yeah. See, you would probably be like a good like you wouldn't just let not dating somebody 20 years younger than me and moving them in all quick. Like it sounds like classic love bombing, older man taking advantage of a naive girl. I would try, if you're older, your little sister, you might not be the oldest. I would try to approach it in like I'm your sister. I always loved you. I've always had your back. I get that you love this man and you live with him, so you don't have to live with mama no more. That's valid. But like, girl, don't get pregnant. Like, let me help you get on birth control. And if he ever say or do anything stupid to you, you can always call me and I will always come get you. Like, you're never stuck here. I just want you to know. But I'm not trying to push you away, but also it's hard. It's hard to watch technically grown, but still very young people whose brains are still not all the way there, making life-changing decisions. It is rough. Yeah. And I kind of blame...
with bullshit around the curb that is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they don't.
And you try to warn them, but so many young people don't want to hear it. They have to experience it for themselves. Like they
stop being in the backseat. I got this. I can drive. Okay.
And when young adults are so desperate to get out of the home, that tells me a lot about the way they grew up. Because people whose parents are sane and stable do not be in a rush to leave their parents' house. So that tells me a lot about what your sister went through growing up, what her experiences might have been like, why she is so desperate to get out that she is willing to move in with an old man who has 3 kids.
Sure.
So a little bit of maybe understanding or compassion for her.
Yeah.
Or you probably grew up in the exact same household with the same bullshit. Like, if you can understand where she's coming from, try to relate to her so that she understands you're not attacking. You really just want the best for her. And you don't want her to waste her most prime baddie years. Like, she could be with Natalie Nunn right now. And instead, she's in the suburbs.
Stay with her.
But some sort of approach like that. But you can only do your best. She may very well be hard-headed and get pregnant by the end of the summer, and
then that'll be that.
And that'll be
auntie.
Yeah, and then you'll be auntie. And ready one day, or just preparing yourself for what feels inevitable. These old men and these young girls, it really only lasts as long as the girl doesn't have any self-esteem. Once these girls realize that they deserve better than this, they are the fuck out.
That is 1,000% a hardcore fact. Put it on a pillow, put it on shirts, put it on bandanas, put it on coffee mugs. Like, that is the tea. That is the tea.
Yeah.
When that girl was like, oh, I don't have to put up with this shit. This is actually stupid. The end.
The end.
Then.
Almost every time.
Almost every single time.
Right. So, good luck. I know that.
I think that you
hard.
ate with the advice of being like, you know, if you ever feel like being taken advantage of or being abused financially, like all these little things you know a nigga would be doing to a 20-year-old girl, like just putting it to be like, you know, you can call me and you are not stuck. You're not alone.
Yeah.
About that's just like leaving non-judgmental, but also saying, this is a fuck nigga, and here are all the red flags coming your way, bitch. So when you see them, know you got my number.
Yes.
I think that's tea.
Yes. So best of luck to you as you try to get your sister through this unscathed.
I'm pregnant.
But with that uterus unoccupied. Because, you know, maybe he must don't have full custody, because I think by now she would be over it. I don't think no 22-year-old girl really want to take care of
that's a good point.
3 kids, especially if...
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
What if the oldest kid is only 10 years younger than you? My Christ. Come on in.
Makes babysitting easier.
Oh, well, y'all got the same little boo-boos. It's not funny.
And she whips his ass at Mario Kart. Just Smash Brothers.
It be her and the kids versus him.
Yeah.
This man is trying to marry the babysitter. Gross.
I don't get it.
Oh, okay. All right. Good luck to you and your sister. Let us know how it goes. If you have a question for us, send it on over to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break and be right back.
We're back, and it is time for the read. No, I don't want to spend too much time here, so I'll just say 2 quick things. 1, to President Carrot.
It's a good one.
That was really good. I enjoyed it.
It's cute.
Keep Blue Ivy Mama name out your mouth. Don't say anything else. Don't suggest anything else about Beyonce. You keep your eye on the prize. America's prize. And that's them files. Baby, you can't... I know they're saying that you are, you're considering pardoning Puffy or whatever, but you can't Diddy Bop your way out of this. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. The right, the left, the middle, the top, the bottom, the in between, all the sides. Everybody wants this information. So you bringing up Beyonce and saying that she should be prosecuted along with Oprah and whoever else for taking millions of dollars from Kamala Harris. Oh my God,
he's still on that.
For their campaign. First of all, no, she didn't. Secondly, Kamala Harris lost. Thirdly, even if she did, so what? Fourthly, where's the child sex trafficking documentation? Donald, you keep doing these dances around here. Obama stole the election. Beyonce's an alien. Hillary Clinton has fangs. OJ did it 3 more times. Bitch, well, let's call it the Redskins again. Where are the files?
Yeah.
Big baby. You shut your motherfucking ass up when it comes to Beyonce, Blue, Rumi, Sir, Kelly, Michelle, Angie, Miss Tina. You shut your entire Tangerine ass up. when it comes to those. Okay. And you stay focused on the mess that your disgusting ass is in.
Yeah.
You stay focused on the mess that your heinous, evil ass is in. You stay focused on the mess that your criminal ass is trying to keep covered. Baby cakes. Baby cakes. Go ahead and pardon Ghislaine too, because she's all ready to snitch. She's all ready to talk. And I'm sure you can't disappear that bitch. So go ahead and pardon her too. Byron Island. No pun intended. But what you're going to do is you're going to shut your ass up about Beyonce, babes. You're going to shut your ass up about Beyonce because nobody's prosecuting that lady for taking no goddamn money that she didn't take from a losing president. And then be like, oh, okay, forget about the Epstein thing. You're a joke and a chop. That's one. Two, Azealia Banks.
I'm so glad
I'm
you said it. I'm so glad you said it.
I'm going to say from one crazy black bitch to another. Shut up. Shut up today. Shut up tomorrow. Shut up the days after that. I'm exhausted. I'm fed. I'm past the finish line. I won't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. This has gone from like fans and supporters of yours being like, no, this isn't the way. You've got this. We believe in you. For you to have like a successful creative and music career. That passed, we went to like, no, this isn't the way. Azealia, yeah, we support you. Hoping that, you'll have peace and success just as a personal living human being.
Yeah.
We've arrived here now where I'm going, no, this isn't the way, so that I can have peace. So that because I don't even be looking for it anymore. I'll just be on Twitch. I'll just be at the grocery store hearing about some wild shit that you're saying. Baby, call the lady. What I told I talked to my psychiatrist yesterday, and he was asking me if I would be open to going back into basically daily group therapy.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of asked me, I don't know, it kind of seemed like he was like not like prepared for me to be like, hell no. I was like, when? Sign me up. Give me everything you got. Everything you got, because I'm over. I need.
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah, that's real.
I need. So I say that to say, call the lady, call the man, get them on the horn. You may not, especially in defense of one of, not just a criminal, one of the worst people that has ever lived on the planet. And in the process of doing that, decide that you're going to trauma dump and talk about your family makeup, and then also attribute it to black people and black people in this country and their family makeup and all these other statistics. Get help, be quiet, leave us we aren't even getting the music that a lot of the fans like along with it. You're getting soap, we're getting sauna blankets, and this. I'm finished.
Defending a child rapist, girl? If the girls were 13 plus, who cares? I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it, because
there is help waiting for you.
Girl,
you just have to want it. You have to want it. As somebody who's been checked in, checked out, been like, girl, they won't.
Feel how you want to about Trump. Taking the time to, because this was one of my 2 reads this week, taking the time to justify the sexual assault of underage people, saying shit that is just incorrect, like teenage pregnancy was only frowned upon when Jerry Springer came on the air. Bitch, what?
Yeah, I
don't. Where did you even get that from? And talking about, well, when I was 15, I knew exactly what I was doing. When you were 15, you were traumatized and acting like a traumatized child. And the grown-ass men you fucked should have been held responsible for that, because adults are supposed to have more sense than kids. Adults are supposed to be able to make better decisions than children. You deserved to be protected even though you were acting out the same way Trump and Epstein's victims deserve to be protected no matter what situation led to them ending up there.
This is why I never want to do this. You know that. I know that you know that.
Mm.
So I'm not even interested in like picking about all the little things that you've said about transphobia or trans people or gay people and being a wide open Zionist. I don't care. I barely I just want it to cease or go forward. Jump on Truth Social, whatever the fuck that is.
Mm-hmm.
Or something, or just not even because I'm still going to see it. I want it to be done. I'm over it.
Yeah. You had it right. Call the lady, get some fucking help, and shut up.
Take the pills.
On time. As prescribed.
As prescribed.
You gotta, girl. Oh, man.
I'm finished. I'm done.
Really, when I tell you, it takes a lot for Azealia to shock me. I could not believe it. Like this.
Same, actually.
This is where we are, girl. Anytime you have to start off a sentence with, okay, in Donald Trump's defense, you should, are you his paid attorney? Because otherwise those words should never be coming out of your mouth.
Unless it is a killer joke. Like a killer joke about him.
So good. Yes.
Like in Donald Trump's defense, wig glue is up. The price of wig glue is up. Such and such and such. I'm having trouble keeping mine down too.
The girls are cutting
like
corners.
that.
Yes. Trixie did Chicken Shop Day. Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
That part about how when Amelia was like, "What would you say to Trump?" He was like, "I would put all 5 of these nails on her and be like, really." I also have bleached blonde, terrible hair and wear too much bronzer, so I see her in that way. I said, Trixie Mattel.
That shit was so.
Something
she said, I would
like
take
that.
First of all, she had on her Cynthia Erivo nails. when she tapped Apollo at the top of the orange soda, I was like, "Can you?" Amelia open it.
It's so funny.
I would take all 5 of these nails, put them on his hands. She was so fucking.
That's how
it's so true. Like that.
Yes,
it's a very good setup.
Right. That's how you do it.
Really? Really?
Like, girl, I see you. We both have terrible bleached hair and we're orange. People look at us both.
Saying we're too much bronzer.
Too much bronzer. So I see her that way. Like, oh, Azealia.
Yeah. I looked at that and I was like, you have to be like in intense therapy.
Mm-hmm. You need it real bad.
And like I said, at one point it was like, oh, I hope to come out and look better and feel better and get into the music. Now I just want to be alone, be left alone. Like, no shade.
Yeah,
like,
that is what happens. You get worn down by a person's constant bullshittery. Azealia has been on bullshit for like a decade. So I know the fans, which I was never a fan of the music, but I know y'all are really just like, a lot of you have not wanted to let her go. But
it's so exhausting.
How far can she take this? Talking about a 10-year-old is unacceptable, but 13 is okay?
And then when somebody's like comments about how incredibly wild and dangerous that shit is, and then she's saying stuff about how old her father was when he got with her mother and this, that, and that. And I was like, you do not tell Elon Musk's application that.
She's not.
You tell that to a psychiatrist.
Yeah. And if your daddy was old and your mama was young, that was still wrong, or vice versa. Like, that was still wrong.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
That, oh boy.
She need Miss Honey.
Yeah. I said, I really have mostly kept her out of this because I do think mentally she's not all there, but
not Miss Honey, Miss Rain.
This is too much. This is way too fucking much. I'm tired.
All her Gracie's Corners going on tour.
Don't do that. Are you for real?
I don't know why.
Oh, I was like, why would
Yeah, they are. No, they are for real.
Oh, wait, how dope. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I don't know why I brought that up
I have
now.
a child
I
old
said
enough.
that. It just came to my mind.
Things for children, you know? Azealia Banks is not that person. Not a safe space for children. Clearly blames her own child self for making
Not a safe space for herself.
and a licensed psychiatrist, psychotherapist, that a mental health team, which I feel like is accessible to you, they can really help you work through some of this shit. But like Kid Fury said, you do have to want to. You do actually have to want to. Nobody can do that for you. I'm glad you brought it up because
It was so mad.
I, as an Oklahoman, this has been a very rough week. Jesus Christ. Our state superintendent is currently under investigation by the Oklahoma County Sheriff because during executive session last week, when the board members and the superintendent were having their private meeting, 2 board members saw pornographic images being like mirrored, the screen mirroring on the superintendent's computer. It was like you have one window open on Zoom and one open on your porn site.
Yeah.
But you had Zoom sharing your whole screen and not just the Zoom screen. And so 2 people were in a position to see what was on the TV. Of course, they said something. They said the the superintendent got up, cut the TV off, came back and didn't really address it. But of course, now they are looking to have this man investigated and removed from office because you are the superintendent of Oklahoma schools. And you are watching. No, not only did he not apologize, he's on TV right now in Oklahoma saying that he's being targeted by other Republicans because they're part of a failing. These people are all Republicans, mind you. Every last one of them. He's talking about how he's being targeted by that faction of the Republican Party. And because he's running for re-election, y'all are coming at him with all kinds of lies and hate. And okay. So like I said,
What?
Why would 2 other Republicans make that up? And then the people who didn't see the TV are like, well, I heard, I didn't see what was on the TV, but I heard this. I saw him get up and go turn the TV off. I saw him come back and look visibly shaken, but not address what was on the TV. Why would they lie about that? So, but anyway, the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Certainly, if you were on a work computer, if you were on the state of Oklahoma's webs, if you were on their internet, their Wi-Fi, if you were logged into the mainframe or however the fuck the nerds describe it, if you sent any emails, I'm certain you have a state issued telephone. If you actually access this, if you were dumb enough to access this,
is he old?
No, he's 40. He is the youngest superintendent we've ever had. 40 years old. Of course, he's born and raised Oklahoma. And I just said, at first I didn't want to deal with it because I'm like, of course, Oklahoma would embarrass me like this. Like, of fucking course we would. Do you know right now, Oklahoma is ranked 50th in education? We are only ahead of New Mexico. And the only reason we're not dead last is because they're including DC. So it's out of 51. We are 50th in education. And he's talking about, he's a huge Trump fan, of course. All of these news sites redirected me right back to his Twitter where he's talking about how in Oklahoma we're leading the charge in education and increasing parents' rights. You know what they're doing? They're putting the 10 Commandments in every classroom. They're trying to put a Bible in every classroom. They are eliminating anything with any reference to DEI. And if the school district doesn't do it, they will withhold funding. Teachers who come from
mind the commandments part. I think that's kind of fun.
Absolutely
not if it's like endorsed, just like something to learn.
Not. Well, that would be one thing because, especially as children get older, they do take classes, or they used to be able to. I don't know what the fuck has happened in the past 25 years. When I was in school, in high school, you could take classes to learn more about religion, but it wasn't just this religion. You think they're posting the 10 Commandments and the Quran and whatever Jewish niggas look at and all that? You think they're doing all that for every religion? No, this is very much about Christian nationalism and trying to force Oklahoma public schools to be Christian schools.
Yeah.
Not only are we 50th in education, our average ACT score is 17.6. I actually had to go look this up. And then the Oklahoman had just done a story about it 6 fucking days ago. We are the ACT has college readiness benchmarks of like, you need to be at this certain proficiency in these subjects to be ready for college.
Yeah.
40% of Oklahoma students who took the ACT meet the English benchmark. 40% for a language they were born speaking. 29% meet it for reading. Again, we're not asking them to read a foreign language. 17% meet it in science and 15% meet it in math. These are abysmal goddamn numbers. This is the work. This is what Oklahoma has done. When I was in school, we were like 30th in education. What has happened over the past 25 years? And y'all are looking around and asking for more of this?
I would actually, if anyone at home has like a good, really good documentaries on the education system here, I'd like some suggestions.
Well,
because between this story you're telling me of the superintendent and ex-host of WWF calling AI A1 and being the Secretary of Education for the whole country, I do want to know what's going on. We don't fund our public schools, and when we do, we appropriate the money to security and bullshit. We don't put it into the teachers. We for goddamn sure don't put it into the teachers. We don't put it into supplies. We don't put it into making sure kids have a well-rounded education. You want to raise a bunch of little ideological minions, and that's exactly what y'all are trying to do. Do you know that teachers from blue states, woke states, like California, New York, would be required to take an ideology test on the Constitution, American exceptionalism, fundamental, quote unquote, biological differences between boys and girls before they're allowed to teach in Oklahoma? Like, don't come from one of these blue states with all of your scientifically accurate nonsense. 17% of our kids, 17% of our kids know enough science to be ready for college. Very serious question. Do they also have to do a background check to make sure that they're not violent criminal?
I mean, ostensibly, presumably, allegedly, they should. Now, whether that actually happens, who are me? The icing on the cake of this is that the Oklahoman published an email that the superintendent sent regarding these terrible scores and this terrible grade that Oklahoma has received in education, and had 2 spelling errors in this bitch.
Oh my God.
Well, 1 spelling, 1 grammar. He misspelled guarded, which I haven't misspelled guarded since I was 7 years old.
How did he spell it? Did he mix up the A?
And I didn't even. Yes, I'm sure that was it. And he used the possessive form of teachers instead of the plural. This is somebody who has a bachelor's degree and is the superintendent of education.
Yeah, that's bad. It's pretty bad. Bad on all levels. Yeah.
Our kids are below average in everything.
All of them.
We're 50th in education, 49th in health. We're top 5 or top 10 in? Bullshit. In kids not graduated from high school, in the number of meth labs per capita. In the number of people who are I don't want to do this because I am an Oklahoman. I love It's hard for me to. Why is it so hard for me to say I love Oklahoma? It's this shit, though. I love the people I know in Oklahoma. I love my community. I love the Blacks. I love the north side of Tulsa. I love where I came from. This shit, it was bad then. You see what I'm saying? It was bad then.
Yeah.
Our average ACT score is like almost 2 points lower than the national. These kids. So maybe as a superintendent, you should be less focused on 60s era hairy pussy porn and more on the fact that these goddamn kids don't meet the English benchmark, and that's the only fucking language they know. The only reason 40% can even meet it is because it's the only language they know.
They can't read it.
They can't fucking read it.
Remember a couple weeks ago when I went off on Tommy Lauren for calling people overly educated? This is why.
Oh my God. Overeducated? No. We're barely educated.
Right.
And that don't even apply to everybody. Some of y'all are just
You're calling normal people overly educated because you're stupid. Like, it's not that they're far ahead of you. You're really behind.
You call anybody who isn't racist overly educated.
That's it.
Meanwhile, this website broke down exactly why we're fifth in education. They were like, it's your ACT scores, it's your reading test scores, it's your dropout rate, it's your SAT scores, it's your math test scores, it's your pupil to teacher ratios. Like we have things that we study here, and y'all are flopping in all of them.
The ACT said they ain't overly educated, bitch. You stupid.
As all the fucks. Our high schools are not preparing these kids for college. What the fuck are y'all doing? Watching porn on your work laptop when you're supposed to be in executive session with the rest of the board. The board members were like, we have taken teachers' licenses permanently for lesser offenses than this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Oklahoma.
It's wild to me that you said he came out and even tried to play. Like, I'm surprised he didn't come back and just be like, I'm so sorry.
Nope. Fully is in the y'all are just hating on me because y'all don't want me to fix the education in Oklahoma. Baby, you've had the job. The children are getting dumber.
I don't mean to laugh, but it's just a really harsh truth. And it's so, the thing about it that I know is frustrating is there's no excuse.
No.
There's no excuse.
You're a 40-year-old father of 4. Married, of course. Because these fucks always are. And it be the main ones talking about protecting the children. And we don't want you freaks and degenerates near our kids. And the drag queens at libraries. Y'all be the exact ones that shouldn't no child ever have to be around. You niggas are stranger fucking danger. And you sitting at the state capitol.
A lot of you have even suggested inspecting children's genitals to determine their identity.
Yeah, I bet y'all would like to get a good look, wouldn't you, old nasty ass Trump?
I mean, you
niggas.
you have from the streets to
baby,
to the courthouses and shit. So,
child, I was in my Oklahoma group chat, just exhausted. It's been so bad, Jesus.
But I mean, there's no excuse for those numbers.
Oh no,
there's no excuse for those numbers.
The numbers by themselves are enough for you to be fired, right? But you see, in that case, you would have to expect the average Oklahoma voter to care about the children being educated, and they do not. They care about the children being indoctrinated according to their beliefs, and so they will continuously vote for somebody who is going to do the worst possible thing for the kids, so that everybody feels. The most Christian? I don't know.
Have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit?
No.
It's a little boy. It's about a little boy who's in Hitler's Nazi youth.
Oh my God.
His imaginary friend is Hitler.
What?
It's a really good movie.
Oh, okay. I was about to say this looks funny.
But it has a lot of, it's kind of
it says satirical. Yeah, it says that. Oh, okay. This looks good. No, this actually does look good.
It's a really good movie. It has a lot of indoctrinated these really awful, racist, violent beliefs into children, and then eating it up because that's all they know.
Right. Correct.
They don't know that they're growing up to be fucking ridiculous or going to die, but the grown-ups do, and they don't care.
Correct. And that is exactly what we're seeing right now across the country, but Oklahoma is really leading the way on throwing these kids away. And it is, as a graduate of Oklahoma public schools, it really sickens me because the Republicans of my day would have never stood for this shit. Like, y'all have gotten much worse. Yes. To be yearning for Republicans from the 90s and 2000s is crazy.
Right.
It is crazy. To look at Bush and be like, well, what did he really do? What happened to Master Stretch? Lied to us about Iraq.
Passing this bitch popcorn like Michelle. Right. Oh, yeah. What you up to?
No.
And honestly, as somebody who watches adult entertainment quite a bit, girl, control yourself. Like, are you okay? What? At work?
At work, girl. In executive session. Now, when I worked for the state of Oklahoma, I was in executive session all the time because them white men didn't want to have to take their own notes.
True.
So I was in there listening to them have conversations that I really should not have been privy to because they wasn't going to take their own notes. And back then, executive session had to be recorded by tape. And that tape got sealed up, but if the records request came in, it would be unsealed and released. Now, I don't know if they did that in this meeting. Maybe the law has changed. I don't know. But it seems like if you did this while on the state's network or on a state device, it's just a matter of time. And what else is on your phone and computer?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that seems like a ridiculous thing to even lie about because I'm certain that if they want to dig it up, they will find it and it won't take long.
I think the only thing that might save him is if he's on her personal computer and was not in the office when this meeting happened, but I don't know the details of that.
Or politics, literal political relations.
Or literally, you're in Oklahoma, and so all the evidence and data could come out and they would still be like, I don't care because he's keeping trans and woke out of the schools.
1,000%.
This is the area of the country where those Kamala is for they, them ads. That really worked. That resonated a lot with these backwards ass niggas. They loved that. They loved it. I didn't even realize they were running those ads till I went to the South. I could not. Anyway.
That's why I said, like, there's a brief part of that South Park episode where I was like, oh, well, this just feels like life.
Yeah. It's really...
Because that shit really happens and works well.
I'm just so disappointed. Like,
they probably played him in Florida, too.
I was about to say, it's probably superintendents in other states right now being like, oh, well, I watch porn at work all the time. What you mean?
Girl, Florida found dead.
Florida said, wait a second, that's not cool.
I mean, look at the shape of the state.
Mind you, y'all are in charge of children and teachers. Y'all supposed to be held to the highest standard. A teacher getting caught with porn on their computer in the workplace would have been fired and charged.
That's what I'm saying. I was fired and charged.
Fuck out of here with this nonsense. I'm just beyond disappointed. But Oklahoma, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that y'all do the right thing. Oh, and Candace Owens, you finna yap your mouth right into bankruptcy. Did you see the French president is suing her?
Living.
And that's another
living.
One. And that's another one doubling down on it. Talking about y'all don't want this to go to discovery. Bitch, do you think you know my pussy better than I do?
I do.
You think you know my body better than I do? Where did you get this data from? Who told you that I was trans? Why do you believe it so much that you're still repeating it?
I want for them to meet for that lady to put her 5 nails. And it's like, oh, really?
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 I also have a bob, so I see you that way.
Bitch, first of all, what you said was, I'm willing to bet that such and such and such. So you You don't know shit, as the sentence implies.
Yeah.
Now they're coming for everything you got, and I hope they have it. It's not even outside of it being a ridiculous thing to say because it doesn't matter. It's also a ridiculous thing to say because you don't know. It's also a ridiculous thing to say because there's evidence that you're wrong. I hope they take everything from you. I hope you become Alex Jones.
Yes. Literally, quite talking about.
You're a dumbass.
Talking about they'll kill her off before this makes it to Discovery. Like all of a sudden, Brigitte Macron is dead right when it was about to get that.
Oh, I thought they meant Candace.
No, she was Candace doubling down, talking about before it makes it to Discovery, she'll end up mysteriously dead. It'll just be like, oh, she died, so you have to let it go. Like if I was being sued by the president of a nation, I would shut the fuck up. I would shut the fuck up about him, his wife, anybody else involved in the lawsuit. I would move on to something else. You can talk about something else. I would not be making it worse for myself.
As the French president and his team said, she's just trying to bolster
and it works.
Her audience and show, and it does work.
Yeah.
But I mean, when they bang that gavel.
Yeah.
Like,
and all of a sudden, all your money is getting converted to euros and sent over to them niggas. They're like, we'll take it in francs. And then what, bitch? Oh, I hope they chew her up. That's one black girl y'all can have. Take her straight to the French basement. The worst prisons y'all got. I ain't gonna say a goddamn thing.
I'm so tired.
Send her ass out to the countryside and have her stomping grapes and shit for the rest of her life. Whatever y'all need to do. Take this trash.
In that lady's pussy. Like, why are you all the way over there in that lady's pussy?
How are you that confident about somebody else's genitals? I'm not that confident about nobody's body but mine.
I'm barely confident in mine sometimes.
How you gonna tell that lady who she is? Anyway, Americans eat that shit up because Americans are stupid as fuck. But
Facts.
I really do hope that that man and his wife take every dime you have, Candace Owens. I mean, truly, I hope they take it all, and I hope they get you permanently off of the internet. Like the same way Alex Jones can't find anybody reputable to host whatever it is he be doing, yapping. I hope the exact same thing happens.
That's
to her.
impossible.
Literally.
So just make a new account called Candace's Lace Wig.
See, Azealia needs to call the lady. Candace is doing all of this very deliberately, very mindfully. She's fully in her sound mind and she's making these choices.
Yeah.
So take the bitch. Take her. I don't care what y'all do with her. Hang her up in the town square for all I fucking care. And I'm so for real. A poison on the community is what that bitch is. All right. And I will wrap up this week's episode of The Read. Find us on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. Yeah. Any other news from you this week, Fury?
No. I know I had a fun thing I wanted to say at the end, but I can't remember where it is. So, oh well. Hope you enjoyed and see you next week for August.
Oh, God damn, it is. All right.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves, y'all.